This is The Big Question with Dr. Ellie Gonzalez, brought to you by Good News Unlimited, tackling the big questions in a simple and positive way.
And today's big question is, was the universe designed? Sometimes you hear people ask whether planet Earth was actually designed, and I believe it was. But the question of whether the universe was designed is even a much bigger issue. Sometimes you hear the question asked whether planet Earth was actually designed. I believe it was. But the question of whether the universe was designed is a much bigger issue. Our universe consists of dozens of physical constants that are so finely tuned that if any one of them varied to an unimaginably slight degree, life wouldn't be possible anywhere in the universe, let alone on planet Earth. If, for example, the value of the gravitational constant was slightly larger, stars would become too hot and burn out too quickly. If it were smaller, stars would never burn at all. Here's another one. If the electromagnetic force were only slightly stronger or weaker, bonds couldn't form between atoms, everything would fly apart and nothing could exist. The possible deviation is only 1 in 10 to the minus 40. Roger Penrose is a British mathematician. He was a close friend of Stephen Hawking. He calculated the initial entropy conditions of the universe at the moment of the Big Bang that would have been required to support life in any shape or form. So what's the probability of such a universe coming into existence? The answer is 1 in 10 to the minus 123. This number is so ridiculously small, there's so many zeros in it that nobody could ever write it down. Roger Penrose tells us how small this number is. He says, even if we were to write a zero on each separate proton and on each separate neutron in the entire universe, and we could throw in all the other particles for good measure, we would fall far short of writing down the figure needed. To put this into perspective, mathematicians draw the line in probability and say that 1 in 10 to the minus 50 is mathematical impossibility. That means that with a probability of only 1 in 10 to the minus 123, that it's impossible that a universe supportive of life could have come into existence through sheer chance. So, whichever way you look at it, there must have been a mind behind the existence of the universe. And I, for one, am pretty glad about that.
For more, contact goodnewsunlimited.com.